Hey guys, apologies for the extra long.
Hey-o!
Apologies for the extra long episode. I didn't mean to do that.
We were just having too much fun.
Oh, this game is too much fun.
We get
Way
too
too much
invested
fun.
too into it.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the taxi area, and
Yeah, we're gonna get a cab.
Yeah, we just found out we're gonna go to Hokkaido with
Just for the weekend, like.
just for the weekend. But you know, just a guy and two other girls. You know what
Just
could,
for the weekend. Like,
yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
after the fracas of the past few days, spending a weekend in the country alone with her and Hanako sounds like a dream. The more I
Yeah.
think about it, the more sure I am. This will be the right time and place to confess my feelings to her.
I'm sure
Oh.
more than confessing your feelings will happen.
Oh. I've just had a flashback.
Uh-huh.
No, it's fine. You're just gonna get really emotional. The morning chill wraps itself around my shivering body. I huff into my cupped hands to desperately try and stave off the cold as we mill about on the station platform. Lily's clothes look rather ill-suited for the temperature around us. I can only hope it's indicative of what she expects the weather to be like at our destination. Damn it, Lily! Why do we have to get here so early?
Unfortunately, the train schedule is against us. The next train to Hokkaido is at 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, great. Just great. I pause a moment to wipe some sleep out of my eyes, and Lily promptly takes advantage of the opening.
Cheer up, Hisao. Once we get there, it'll be much warmer. Uh-huh.
Why not just take the bullet train? A normal train's going to take hours just to get us there, so we may as well take the Shinkansen line as far north as it goes, and just switch at the end.
Because I know all of this. I know exactly what's happening. There's a certain charm to older trains, wouldn't you agree? Ah, yeah, there's a great fucking charm to those old fucking disgusting diesel trains. You know, ScotRail, like... Yeah.
I'd agree if I weren't freezing in the morning cold because we decided to take one.
I'm sorry, Hisao.
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Sorry? What for?
I was the one who suggested taking a normal train.
Oh.
Oh, she likes trains.
Way to make me feel guilty. All I can do is sigh and cover my face with my hand.
I like trains.
I like trains. It's fine. I'm just grumbling.
My, Hanako, you needn't shoulder all the blame yourself. Even without your suggestion, I'd still have opted for the same thing.
I like trains. Thankful for the quick interception from Lily, I take a quick gander around the station.
There's a good Scottish word. Gander.
Gander. A wee gander. Aside from us, the train's platform's all but deserted, the morning dew settling on the empty benches. I guess no one else was masochistic enough to brave the very early morning. Though if someone was, they'd more than noticed the huge bags both Lily and Hanako brought with them. Just what did you have to pack in those things anyway?
The bags?
She pauses a moment and tilts her head in thought.
Oh, you know, just my sex swing. A change of clothing, raincoat, underwear, sleepwear, a number of books. I think that's most of it.
You make it sound as if I'm unprepared. Did he just bring like a toothbrush and a pair of bockies?
Some socks, at least, I would have thought.
Yeah, toothbrush. Yeah, no, he's done a fucking classic, like overnight move. He's got a backpack with like a 4-pack of beers in it, right?
Yeah,
and then he's done that thing where like you put your toothbrush like horizontally along the top of your boxers, which are folded in half, which you then put on top of a t-shirt, which you then fold and roll up it with a pair of socks on either end so that you can turn it into like a weird travel cocoon. I'll put a picture somewhere. I'll send Julian a picture of what I mean.
No, bro. Yes,
You know
please
what
do.
I mean?
But I know exactly what you mean. I know
Fucking
exactly what you mean.
One of those. That's what Hisao's got in the bottom of his fucking backpack, and that and some beer, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
underwear, and a pack of cards. That's it. Like fucking Bear Grylls. Oh well, I suppose. Yeah, and my pills, but never mind that.
Yeah. No pajamas.
Damn. I knew I forgot something. As I ruffle my hair in frustration.
Lily sighs. There should be clothes you could use there. Akira still occasionally goes there after all, and I think some of our parents' clothing is still in storage. I don't think there'll be any problem with you borrowing a set of pajamas, if need be.
Thanks. Still, I don't mind just sleeping in my normal clothing.
For 2 days?
Yeah, totally. Good point.
You're gonna be so stinky.
Yep. Not really. Though 2 days would be borderline. It's more than looking even a little like a slob would be unacceptable while in the presence of two girls. As we leisurely talk on the station platform, an announcement sounds from the loudspeakers, loudly heralding our ride's arrival.
The next train at platform 9 will be the 1842 service to Hokkaido.
Looking past Lily and Hanako, though, the train's still well out of sight.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
My
a quick
finger
check
slipped.
on my watch is enough to see that it's the one we'll be taking. One of these days, my finger's gonna slip. Oh my god, the 5:30 train was ours, right?
Correct.
Either of you want me to take your bags? Mine's not exactly heavy. He's fuck all in it.
My, that's very gentlemanly of you, Hisao.
Don't accept too reluctantly now. As I bend down to pick up Lily's large bag, I look up to see Hanako picking up hers. You fine with that? A silent nod's the only answer. I'm starting to get the feeling that by the trip's end, I'll be able to count every sentence she said on one hand. That's maybe a bit rude. With the morning landscape passing by the window and the occasional rattle of the train bumping the carriage around, I try to focus my attention on the aging playing cards held in my hands. I'll raise you 5.
I...
She scrunches her face up and leans over to Lily conspiratorially, the two exchanging a few whispered words. Considering how often this has happened so far, I'm coming to doubt Hanako's grasp of how to play poker.
I remember I played, funny poker story. At West, I played poker with a boy called Alvin. And I regretted it.
His name. I know the guy.
Yeah, we both know him. I regretted it. It was the worst experience of my life. You know how Duncan is a sore winner?
Yes.
Yeah, times 10.
Oh no, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to play cards in the common room, and Alvin was like, anytime he won, he was just a bit unbeatable for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I've won. It's like, bruh, no.
I know you have. Shut up. Don't rub it in.
Shut up. Just be graceful. Just yeah, I've won. Or not even say I've won. Like, GG, good game. That was a good game.
GG, yeah.
Yeah.
However, all of this was a long time ago. We were all
we were all
men.
lacking in the empathy area.
By and large.
Somewhat. Anyway.
It doesn't seem to disturb Lily's reading though. Her hands flitting over each page with only occasional corrections to account for the train's bumping and rocking. My collection of chess pieces that we're using as chips is steadily growing anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Looking around us, our carriage is almost as empty as the station platform we'd waited for the train itself on. Only a handful of people can be seen, looking mostly like tourists and couples on holiday.
I love going on trains.
Which one are you guys?
First thing in the morning. So good.
Like an early train?
Yeah, I love catching the early
I don't
train.
know.
And it's empty. It's nice.
Oh, like early trains. Yeah. fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. Not rush hour trains. Those are the worst.
No. While the two continue their less than clandestine strategizing, a small boy looks over the seat and stares at me. Hoping he doesn't begin to stare at Hanako, I simply give him a wave and a smile. Thankfully, he retreats back to his seat after finding me far too boring to waste his attention on. Clearly missed the fucking gorgeous 5'10" blonde lassie.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'll see you and raise you another 5.
Damn, you got me. I fold. I've been bluffing, and she's caught me. Hanging my head, I push over a large portion of my winnings. Hanako looks absolutely delighted, and even if Lily keeps her attention focused on her reading material, I can see the smirk on her face. They're both extremely pleased. For a moment I try to work out what Lily's reading, but the cover is too faded to read beyond the fact that Roman letters are on it. A pity I can't read the braille above the printed title. What are you reading, Lily? The title looks like it's in English.
That's right, it's And Then There Were None, an old British story. I could read it to you if you'd like.
Huh. She extends the offer with a grin, obviously in jest. I think I'll pass. Thanks.
Alright.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
That's a cute
After
little
a
house.
seemingly cute house. Look at that. Look at that landscape. After a seemingly endless trip, we finally reached the promised land of the Satu summer house. Even after the train trip, the walk up seemed to take forever. Despite my grumblings, though, I'd have never guessed the sight that would be in store for us once we travelled that long, deserted road. It looks more like a farmhouse than the everyday house I'd imagined, small in size and surrounded by trees and bushes. An empty expanse of wheat fields and farming land can be seen as we walk up, the fencing only consisting of rickety old wooden planks.
In the distance, there's a spooky old English woman just running through the wheat fields. It's a good reference for you boys.
She's very, what was the word? What was the phrase? The word. She was feeling very, I don't know, naughty.
Yes.
I forget what the actual thing was. It's such a shame.
Oh.
Anyway.
Proudest
It really
moment
drives
in
home how
British
far we
history.
are from the major cities, and is a sight that feels antithetical to the environment I grew up in. The only thing that doesn't surprise me is its Western styling. Western styling. Wow! It's amazing out here!
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
That's nice to hear. Well, Akira may have said that she's kept the house in reasonable condition. I was worried that we might have different standards of reasonable.
Yeah, well, you know, we're not inside yet. It looks like there isn't another soul for miles. I thought Akira would be the type to keep to the city. Lily furrows her brow in thought, seemingly recalling almost forgotten knowledge.
From memory, there's a small town not too far ahead. Other than that, though, this is largely just old farmland. Akira and I stayed in our parents' house, which was in the nearest city for a while, but after they left, we decided to move into a smaller, more easily maintainable house.
To find a place like this in Japan nowadays, it's kind of anachronistic.
Well, this town does have quite a bit of history.
I looked down the street one last time before getting back to the task at hand. Shall we go in then? I'm parched.
It was a long walk to get here.
Lily gives an enthusiastic nod, the three of us lugging our bags into the house. As soon as we set foot inside, Hanako and I start looking around, taking in every detail of where we'll be staying for the next few days. All the artifacts of another's life stopped mid-motion and are around the house, such as the television guide lying beside the counter it was on, and pans in the adjoining kitchen still sitting on the stove. It's a strange feeling, really, as if we were stepping into Akira's life for a brief moment, before leaving in a couple of days just as we'd come. Of course, the more mundane reality is that she just hasn't cleaned up after herself that well. Where should we put our bags?
I'll show Hanako our bedroom. You can put yours here if you like.
You mean I don't have the same bedroom as you two? Hanako flowers into a full blush as Lily takes her cheek in her hand.
Oh my, how bold.
And fucking you two. Hold on. If I'm to leave my bags here, where will I be sleeping? Fucking couch.
Well, seeing as we lack a guest bedroom.
The convertible futon, huh?
Sorry, Hisao.
I sigh, lamenting my place on the bottom rung of sleeping location priorities. I guess there's no other choice. Lily leaves to show Hanako to their bedroom, so I take a small tour of my surroundings after I drop my bag on the floor. The kitchen, just like the living room, is fairly modest. The rustic nature of the wooden furnishings drives home just how far we are from civilization.
This just looks like, it just looks like a kitchen that you'd find. It looks like my kitchen. It's fucking weird.
Returning to the living room, I decide to try out the television until they get back. With a touch of the remote, it immediately flickers to life, apparently set to a news channel. Fucking Godzilla. Almost.
Oh, look, it's Godzilla again.
Can you imagine, like, you go away for a nice holiday and you flick on the news and all of a sudden you're in the middle of, like, a fucking survival movie? It's like, damn. Just wanted a nice weekend.
I don't know, man. It depends on where you are at the time, because if I've gone on holiday to, like, somewhere really remote in the Highlands and I turn the news on, it's like, everything's fucked. Civilization is fucked. I'd be sitting there going, at least I'm not in civilization.
I mean, yeah, sure, but how long are you going to last in the Highlands?
A pretty long while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Without any food? In a house by yourself?
I'm in the Highlands, mate. Say no more.
Yeah, okay, but never mind. Well, let's just move on.
Yeah.
Almost dropping down from exhaustion rather than sitting, I lay back and watch.
You implying I'm a soft boy, can't look after myself?
No, I'm implying that if we're talking like doomsday scenarios, then, you know, maybe fucking communications and supply lines are cut. So if you're somewhere that's remote enough that it's far away from the immediate danger, there may be other repercussions that mean that you can't stay there, you know? That's what I'm saying.
Well, what about wildlife?
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
You know? That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Okay. Then you become one of those, like, old men in the huts.
Aye.
I suppose that's a bit of a dream come true.
Yeah.
Get yourself a dug and a hut. A dug, a hut, and a telly.
Yeah. And a
That's
radio, so I can, like, keep an ear out on what's going on. And if any weird fuckers come along, I can be like, oh, fucking get my
like
double barrel shotgun.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're watching telly and watch.
Yeah.
We're watching and watching and watch.
Oh, he's gonna fall asleep.
Oh, he's a dozy. He's a dozy do.
Hisao.
Huh?
Oh.
I quickly blink to wake myself up. Lily and Hanako having returned, minus their bags. From the Hokkaido night sky visible outside the windows, it looks like I drifted off to sleep. Looking to the wall-mounted clock, it's already 10.
Bro, how long did you sleep?
Fucking a long time.
Yeah.
How long did they take to unpack?
Yeah, that's another good question. You found the television then?
Yeah, it really does feel nice and homey here.
I'm glad you like it. You were already out like a light when we came back after unpacking our things, so we didn't have the heart to wake you sooner.
Oh, I see. Judging from her giggle, I must sound funny when I sleep. I swiftly decide not to inquire. Yeah, that's probably for the best.
There's some dinner waiting for you in the kitchen.
Right on. Hanako
yeah.
gives a deep yawn, only just remembering to cover her mouth at the last second.
My, are you tired?
My,
Hanako! I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh. I'm pretty tired too. It was a long walk up here, and it's getting late.
If that's the case, I suppose we should retire for the night. Good night, Hisao. Good night.
Night? Night? You just fucking woke up. Like, what do they want you to do? You just go sit and watch telly all night.
That's the worst. If you fall asleep during the day and then you wake up and it's nighttime and you're like,
Yeah, that is really bad.
What am I gonna do now?
There was a day back when I was at university, and it then began 6 months of a sleeping pattern.
Yeah, it happened to me at the start of, when the elephant moved into my house?
Oh,
Started then, because I was just not used to a whole bunch of things had changed and stuff. So there was just a couple of times where I would be staying up till 4 a.m, playing video games, and then going to sleep. Or I would wake up at about 3, wide awake, and I'd be like, screw it, I'm just going to go downstairs and play some video games to pass the time.
Which is not what you should really do. I think screens, they say to avoid. But I'm bad. My sleep hygiene's not great. I've got lots of bad habits. With that, they quietly turn and walk back to their bedroom. Rubbing my eyes, I sigh. I wonder if I'll be able to get back to sleep after being woken up.
I mean, we were just talking about that, mate.
Oh, we are, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll eat something and watch some more TV quietly before going to bed. I suppose if it's quiet TV.
Yeah. It's not fucking, Godzilla news like.
He's not watching the world end on his.
Is he still sleeping?
Never stop.
I think so.
Eternal rest, baby. I'm not. I am, however, incredibly tired.
It's getting late in the morning.
I know that.
He likely stayed up to watch television. I could hear it from our bedroom.
Only because I couldn't get to sleep.
Should we wake him?
I'm awake. Don't do that, Hanako, please.
No, we should leave him. I doubt he'd want to be woken early if he didn't get much sleep during the night.
Thank you, Lily.
Besides, he sounds so peaceful. It would be a shame to wake him when he's like this.
I really like those little moments where you're semi-conscious. I think as well it even helps when you're on something like a sofa bed or a couch.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of floating through the curtain of consciousness. And you can hear the conversation, but you're not so awake and aware that it's just normal, it's just a really nice kind of float. It's weird, man. Sometimes if you're in the middle of a dream, you pick it up, the dream starts involving the conversation that you're overhearing, stuff like that. It's fucking, it's crazy. Sorry, I missed a line, but I was in the middle.
It's okay. I just skipped because I reckon people probably had enough time to read it. Yeah.
Of course.
Hanako, could you go to the fridge and fridge? Could you go out to the fridge and fish out what's needed to make lunch? All right, just the vegetables and rice. That should be enough. We only need something simple as we can eat in town later.
Oh, we're going out for dinner. Anako's footsteps on the carpeted floor can be heard, moving away from the living room. As they do, I feel Lily's hand gently rest on my chest.
Oh!
It takes a titanic effort not to react. But something about her makes me think she knows I'm awake. A long silence passes. The only thought in my mind is that of gentle, outstretched hand laying upon my chest.
Oh, fuck.
After an indiscernible amount of time, Lily withdraws her hand.
Bruh, this is so romantic.
Yeah, it's very intimate.
Yeah,
very intimate.
it's playing, it's pushing all the buttons. Good morning,
Yeah.
Hisso.
Conceding defeat all too easily, I prop myself up and rub my eyes. How did you know?
Your breathing was off.
Yes, you can tell. Well, that makes sense. She couldn't have needed that long to work it out. Knowing her hearing, she likely knew before laying her hand on me.
If you want to sleep more, you should really go to bed earlier. I heard the television going long into the night.
Sorry about that. My medications have been interfering with my sleep for a while now. Even if I'm tired, I actually have trouble sleeping.
I'm sorry for bringing it up, Hisso.
I sigh. This is exactly the kind of thing I wish others wouldn't do. Oh no.
Tell you what, shall we end the episode on a decision?
I think we should end the episode on a decision.
All right, well,
I
let's
think
save.
you're absolutely spot on. We'll save this game.
To be honest, I should have saved at the other. Every single time we get an option, we should just save. But
Oh, absolutely, yes.
let's.
But we'll save this time.
And
And
we'll see y'all next time. Don't need
yeah,
to.
tune in to see whether we wave her off or we address it.
Right. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Part-timers, we do this part-time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.